Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. How's it going? I hope you're all doing well. Gonna have a little dip here. Trying to figure out what to dip. Oh, how about some of this? This doesn't come out too often. Stoker's Straight. A little dip of that. In honor of my straight dipping friends. I'm going to tell you a story. I don't know if I've told this. I probably have told this story. In some video long ago. But I'm going to put it in the being a punk rock teenager in the 80's playlist. Because punk rock kids do fucked up shit. I used to play, it's ironic that I now live with one of the finest bassoon builders in the world. That's what my roommate does. And the place she works for is the best. They're regarded the best bassoons in the world. But I played bassoon in high school, in the high school orchestra in grade 9 and 10 at my first high school, kind of in the Bronte area. Now, this high school, because of the area, it was a pretty, my experience at this high school was a lot different than my experience at my next high school. But, and I was just a grade 9 kid and a grade 10 kid here. But, yeah, it was cool. It was, what am I trying to say? Due to the part of town it was in, and the culture of the kids and stuff, there was a lot of drugs. So, a lot of acid, and a lot of weed, and mostly actually it was black hash. Everybody smoked Afghan, Gold Seal, black hash. We got tons of it, and it was always available. Or that Mexican press weed, like the old weed that's pressed into a brick, and it was horrible stuff. But so anyway, I played bassoon in my high school orchestra, and our high school orchestra was really good. And now I had a friend, my friend Donnie, who he was definitely one of the punk rock kids. But he looked like a total computer nerd, kind of, who hadn't washed in a few weeks. You know what I mean? He didn't even really like punk rock. He just liked hanging out with us, Thought we were crazy and fun. And now Donnie's house was also the house we did party there a lot because his mom was always off work, and well, Donnie liked to party and drink and get fucked up, so it was cool. But anyhow, me and Donnie, one year, well, one of the years I was there, our high school orchestra won some contest, like we were the best band in the region. So what we got to do was go play at the Ontario Place Forum. Now, the Ontario Place Forum at the time, Ontario Place is it's like a amusement park we have here. I don't think it's open anymore. was in Toronto. Uh, you know, it was kind of supposed to be a kids park, but I think it was overrun with like drugged out stoner teenagers and stuff like that. Um, but anyhow, the Ontario Place Forum was a rotating stage. It was a circular stage that rotated clockwise, and so the audience would get to see the whole act that was performing from all perspectives. It was really cool, you know. Now this was the very first time I played on stage, um, so it was kind of a big deal. So of course Donnie and I. Now Donnie was the trombone player. He sat right next to me. He was the trombone player, and he 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 said, "Hey Pat, you know we gotta get some hash, man. For if we're going to Ontario Place for the whole day, we gotta get some hash." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, totally." So we each had $5, so we were gonna put together buy a gram of hash, smoking on this like they had a floating like swans floating around in a river. We were gonna smoke it on there. Smoking was allowed everywhere at this time. You know, nobody'd catch you. But so we went to our man Curtis. That's the name he went by. Um, he was always the guy who had like $2 joints for sale, or grams of hash for $10 or whatever. So we went to Curtis and we're like, "Hey Curtis, man, we need a gram of hash," and he was like, "There's no hash. Like we're dry right now. All I got is this acid. You want some acid?" And we'd done acid before, and we thought, well, all right. He said it's really strong. It's like 12-hour acid. Like it'll get you really fucked up. And we're like, all right, sure, we'll try it. It was this blotter acid, and called California Sunshine, and so yeah, so we bought that instead, and we took it. We dropped the hits right before we got on the bus to go to Ontario Place. And now the ride there was about a half hour, I guess, maybe a little longer, somewhere between a half hour and an hour. And by the time we got there, we were tripping balls. Like, it was crazy. And so we had the whole day to spend at Ontario Place. And, doing fucked up shit. Right, I got sick as a dog. I went to that IMAX theater with the surround sound. Like I can't watch movies on a TV if it's too big without getting sick. So I went to the IMAX theater, and I can't go on roller coasters either. I can't ride. I can't do ride. I'm fucked up. So Donnie persuaded me to go see the roller coaster movie at the IMAX theater, and man, I got sick as a dog. I was throwing up. And all the food we'd eaten all day was shitty carnival food. Oh, it was awful. And so yeah. Anyway, by the time we get to playing the gig, the acid's calming down a bit. It's been almost 12 hours since we took it. We had a fucked up day. It was crazy. But anyway, we played the gig, and we got through it fine. It was great. There was a power outage in the middle of the show. There was, the high school rock band. We had this high school rock band called Pearls of the Ocean that was horrible. All they did was OMD covers. Oh, they were god awful. We had that. We had a little high school jazz orchestra, or a little jazz ensemble, and they played. That's when the power went out during Pearls of the Ocean, which was hilarious because they thought they were big rock stars. They were acting like dicks all day. It was funny. I just don't have time. There's a funny story, but I just don't have time to tell you. Maybe there's. Okay, so me and Donnie, we just wanted to sit and have a cigarette somewhere, right? So we're walking around. We're totally tripping out on acid, and we noticed that the bus that we came to the Ontario place and it's open. So we thought, oh well, let's go sit on the bus and have a cigarette. Why not? So we did that, and we just walked on. We sat in one of the front seats, and we noticed that the guys in the Pearls of the Ocean band were in the back of the bus with a bunch of girls being rock stars, living the rock star life. And they jimmied the door of the bus open with a 2x4. And anyway, the music teacher, Mr. Singular, who was a personal friend of me and Donnie's, came up to the bus, and he's like, "So guys, what happened here?" And we were just like, "I don't know, like." We came in and the door was open and these guys were here and we just wanted to have a cigarette. So and we're fucked on acid, right? Trying to keep a straight face. And so he freaked out on the rock band, kicked them all out, told them they were idiots, all kinds of shit. It was hilarious, embarrassed them about in front of all these girls. And then he's like, okay, you guys got a cigarette? And we sat and we had a cigarette with the music teacher. It was pretty cool. And but anyhow, we're playing the gig. Blah blah blah. The power went out. Came back on. Pearls of the Ocean sucked. The jazz band was pretty good. And then we played, and it was just like the high school orchestra playing like the Blue Danube and stuff like that. And so then, we finished the gig, and we're cleaning up. We're cleaning up the stage, getting our stuff off the stage. And, I get my bassoon all packed up, taken back where it's supposed to be, whatever. And anyway, I always had a harmonica on me, I always had a harmonica in my pocket. I have a harmonica in my pocket right now, even. So I came out to this half-empty stage, and I saw these microphones were up, and I thought they were all turned off. So I thought, wow, I can pretend I'm playing through a mic on this big stage. It's going to be really cool, because I'm still kind of tripping on the acid and excited from the gig and all this. And so I pick up a microphone and pull my harp out, and I just start blowing some blues, and all of a sudden this whole, like, you can't see the audience at all. It's just a black ring around you, right? This whole section of the audience started cheering and going, "Yeah, man, blow that thing," And I got so freaked out. I dropped the microphone and broke it, ran off stage. I was embarrassed, but that was my first big harmonica gig. Being a teenage punk rocker, doing teenage punk rock fucked up shit, like going to Ontario Place on super strong acid, playing a show. Anyhow, I hope you're all good and well, people. Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and be well. I'll see you later.